Inflation is rising, and why gold isn't rising too? In this video, we will see inflation versus gold versus interest rates. We'll see, will gold price go up or down? This is FX YouTube channel, and today we will talk more about gold and current rate. First, let me see the 5 important facts, 5 impacts on gold price. The first one is demand and supply, because it is the most important of all impacts and all factors. The second one, we know that the gold and inflation are completely on opposite sides. Gold is hedging tool against inflation, and when we see that inflation is rising, gold is going down. Interest rates have an inverse relationship. We can see that in books and in theory. And we know that the currency fluctuations can have huge, enormous impact on gold, especially if we have supply, demand, and other relation issues and Indian market in currency exchange rupee dollar. And of course, the last thing is geopolitical factor. For example, like a COVID crisis or any kind of a crisis that we can see in the world. But let me see the first thing that I want to ask you right now. Does gold go up when interest rates go up? So this question is very simple. And a lot of people will tell you that higher interest rate, gold lower. It's simple. No, it's not simple, because some markets watchers believe that higher interest rates send gold lower because of increased competition from higher yield investments. But if we analyze research science papers on Science Direct and several science researchers databases, you will see that there is no relationship exists between interest rates and gold that we can say 100%, 90%, 80%, because it's not so simple. We have 3 things: inflation, interest rates, and gold price. Let me dig a little bit deeper. This is simple. Inflation and gold is always on opposite sides, because right here you can see gold fixing with the blue line and the red line effective federal funds rate. This is the consumer price index in US dollars. And you can see that CPI goes lower, we have a huge inflation, and we should see gold is going up. But I repeat, we should see. As we know, the gold miners right now, there's no problem there. We know that gold miners and everything about related to that is stable, and there is no issues right now. So this factor we can just forget. Another thing that I want to tell you, we can compare market yield and gold fixing price. As you can see, right now we are some flat situation, and I don't want to explain this. This is normal thing. This is something that we don't know where will be the next direction. What we know, and we can be for sure, that we have a rising stock market, very strong market. And I can tell, and a lot of analysts and experts will tell you, that right now we are in a huge bubble, and a lot of stocks are overvaluated. And we know that something needs to happen. If we want to see normal price, we need to see some kind of crash or some kind of decline of the market, so the other traders can buy the stocks again and invest in the future, because these prices are really unrealistic. And now we can see one thing that's very important: chart, gold chart. As you can see right now, we are in some moment that we want to break the trend line for last year, 2021. This chart is only written, and this chart want to express the last year, 2021. And in this year, we can see that the beginning of 2022, we can see the rising trend for gold. But now, let me answer on the main question. Gold, inflation, interest rates. What will happen? In my opinion, I want to be my humble opinion, this situation is not very clear. I believe that interest rates increase will moderate increase value of dollar, but I think it cannot be so easily to reduce inflation just in one day. I think that inflation and problems with inflation and maybe market crash we can see next month, and because of that we can see the gold rise. So what I want to tell you is that first I want to repeat, like everyone else on this YouTube channel, this is not investment advice. This is only educational video on the YouTube channel. So what I want to tell you is that if we see market crash in next year or 2 years, then we can see the gold increase, price increase. And I think that impact that will have interest rate increase will not be so dramatic. Why that? First, interest rate increase is not like it used to be. Why? Because the Fed will tell you, okay, in next 6 months, in next year, in next 2 years, we will increase interest rates, etc., etc. And traders know that. And when we have interest rates increase, it's not so dramatic. You cannot see that US dollar just go up, up, up and something blow your head. No, it's a moderate. Last 2 years, 3 years, you can see euro dollar, British pound dollar, all these major currency pairs. This is some kind of range. There's no huge interventions on the market, very slow range. Nothing happens, nothing dramatic. But in financial world right now, it's a crazy thing that we have really crazy inflation. We can see market crash, and if we see market crash, I believe that we can see huge gold spike in gold rise, and of course silver. You can see my other video when I talk about silver and silver price. So just to make this end, I hope that we will not see market crash. I would like to see some good solution, but there is a probability for market crash, and there is a probability that we can see huge gold increase. Because just think like investor, if whole stock market is going down, what will investors do? What will investors do? They will try to invest somewhere else, like a silver, like a gold, like maybe cryptocurrencies. They will move money, like usually do, move money from the stock exchange and put somewhere else. Another thing, big hedge funds in their portfolios, they always have gold, silver, metals in their portfolio. Why? Because they know if there is a stock market crash, that metals, that gold, that silver, they will reduce the stress and reduce the loss because of stock market crash. So this is it. I wish you a great day, and bye-bye.